absolutely great piece of equipment, sharp optics, and it's the optics that you really want. Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and today I'm going to be looking at this new GodHand magnifying glass. This is the Mega Magnifying Glass. Okay, so this is a stand-mounted, very large optic magnifying glass. So it's for your desktop, and the whole idea is you can have it set up on your desktop and you use this for any of the hobbies or crafts that you're doing without too much effort. Now the idea is rather than wearing head-mounted eyewear, which I quite enjoy, I always use head-mounted mag visors. They're really good for extreme close-up, but for general work they can get in the way, particularly where the depth of field is very narrow, so you can't really see broad range of what you're doing. With this, you can set it up and you have natural viewing of everything on your bench, and then when you look through it, you don't get any distortion on edges of the lens either. Okay, so this is what you get on the inside. Let's go to the overhead. So here's the main box art. You'll be able to see here, this is the size of the lens. You've got this really robust metal stand, which is folding. So the idea is you can have this packed away. It packs away in this box very easily, and you can put it away on a bookshelf. It's basically the size of a big book. And then there's the large viewing area as well. Now these two are mated together with this very unique hinging system, which has got a very strong magnet in it. So it's very easy to pull apart, and then it's strong enough to actually hold it in place, and then you rotate it and there's no issues of it becoming loose. All right, let's open it up and see what it's all about. Okay. All right, so it's all nicely packed. We've got it all in bubble wrap. So we'll have the lens here, and then we've got the stand, and we've got a little, I guess it's a guarantee, okay, of quality. All right, so let's pull out these basic items and we'll set it up. Okay, so I've got my lens here, and then we'll get our stand. So the stand's quite heavy, and you want it to be heavy for stability. All right, so there's our stand here. See how it's hinged just on the end there. Okay, so it just folds open. See how it's all L-shaped like that. And then you've got this rotating point for the lens. So that's a solid steel pin. Pop that over here. And then this is where we've got our lens. Okay, so lens comes in this synthetic cloth for protection. So you keep it in the bag when you've got it stored away. When you get them new, they've got the tissue on them. And then we've got our lens. Okay, so you can see how thin the lens is. The lens is actually polycarbonate, so it's very, very strong and very pure. Okay, so as you can see there, and you'll notice that as I'm holding it there, there's no distortion within the leg there at all. You can see, so there's no curvature. And the higher I go, and you see the depth of field, it doesn't change. Okay, so you're not going to get any eye strain, and you see just on my finger there, the difference in the magnification. So it is a set 1.8 times magnification, and I think that's really good for your general work. Okay, so you're just holding things underneath it and doing general painting. You can see my hand there already. Now if I match this up to here, all right, so we've got that strong magnet. You already hear it, it's already attached, right? See how strong that is? And then we'll just slide this sleeve over here, and that's locked into place. Okay, and then from there you can just rotate it to whatever angle you need. Okay, so just for this demonstration, I'll have it, you know, perpendicular, so it's easy for the camera to see. But usually you have this angled, like maybe like this, so that you've got things in front here, and I've got my head around here. All right, now the best way to demonstrate this is probably to have things placed underneath it. Let me just move it so you don't get any of these reflections going through it. How about we can do something like this? Okay, so here you can see I've just got a packet of cards. Now if I took that away, you'll see that's the magnification there. And then with this on, I mean, that's a fair bit of difference. And this is working normally, just underneath. Now obviously the higher you have it, the more magnification you're going to get. As you can see, it's growing, growing, growing. Okay, and it's still all in focus, right? And that's holding it up pretty close to the camera. And you can see the difference there. Okay, so I'll show you that because it doesn't really matter how far away these things are sitting. So if you did want a bit more magnification on your disc-mounted Mega Mag visor, all you need to do is elevate it. So if I got a box like this, so you can see the thickness of the box. I don't know, what's that? That's probably about 10 centimeters. So if we just elevated that, like that, there you go, you got greater magnification. And that's all you need to do with this particular item here. So what's happening at the moment is I've got this mounted higher, but as I'm looking around at all the other parts of the desk here, I'm getting no eye strain at all. Okay, and as I look through the top, everything looks really clear. And it's much sharper than if I saw it outside. You can probably get an idea there too. And you see how I've got it on the very, very edge there? There's actually no distortion. You know, usually with magnifying glasses like this, you would expect there to be some sort of distortion around the edges. And that just shows you how good the optics are. And that's basically what you're looking for a good quality magnifying glass. We've got a sturdy base and all the effort is put into a really good magnifying glass. There's not much point getting something really cheap if you're going to get all this distortion around the edges. If it's only sharp in the center, it's not going to really help very much because all you can do is always keep it here. And it's a waste of this sort of space, isn't it? So that's the best demonstration I can give of how good this lens is. And that's basically what it's all about. Okay, that's what we want here. This really crisp, clear, and really thin lens. Okay, so you can see you've got the curvature there. Okay, that's a flat side up. And then that's the curved side up. Now, we want to use the flat side because the flat side would have less reflections. Okay, so how about we look at something with a bit more detail? Okay, so I've got a little soldier here, which I've painted up before. That's a 35th scale modern American soldier. You've probably seen the video of that being painted in time lapse. Now, if I just put that over the top there, you can see how it's gently gotten bigger. And if we wanted more magnification, then all we do is keep lifting it. Okay, so like this. So realistically, I mean, it's very easy to adjust. And this, you have to remember, is for general work too. So you're not going to be lifting it all the way up here to get the mega magnification. It's going to be really difficult. You have your arms outstretched, obviously. But it does allow you to move it up and down a little bit quite comfortably and practically. Now, obviously, if you're going to be doing the really fine details like the face and the eyes and things, you probably still want to use a mag visor. But bear in mind that if you use a mag visor, you can use it in conjunction with this one as well. So you can put on a less strong mag visor, which has got a greater field of vision, so it doesn't tire you as much. And then you also use this as additional magnification. So as I'm looking through this at the moment, I can see it is really, really sharp. And seeing that I do normally wear glasses, if I had my glasses on, this will be even better. But it's great how I can move it at any point here. So I'm moving it up and down. And I'm not having to do any great effort in refocusing. So it feels really natural. And it's really easy to use all the time, every day. So that is the Mega Magnifying Glass from GodHand. Now, GodHand always make very good tools. So these are all made in Japan. And then once you finish with it, when you're ready to pack it away, you just press it here to unclip. So as you get here, that's a pretty strong magnet. And then we just pop it back in the favorite bag, stop from getting scratches. This base just folds up, as you can see, an L shape. And then we just bring the box, and this just sits in here. Your lens sits on that side. Close it up, all packed away, nice and flat. Okay, so that is the GodHand Mega Magnifying Glass. Absolutely great piece of equipment very, very sharp optics, and it's the optics that you really want. Okay, so it is quite premium in price, but it's worth paying the extra for having a very, very good tools, particularly with the precision of the optics. Seeing there's no distortion at all, and you have the ability of raising it to get a little bit of extra magnification, and also the fact that it's got incredible depth of view, so you don't get your eyes tired at all. So there again, the GodHand Mega Magnifying Glass.